What just happened? 1%?
Bro, my shit was on 1%. Yo, I couldn't believe it. Yo. I just did not, bro. I couldn't, bro. I didn't have the heart. I was like, nah, bro, I can't fuck it up. The vibes is too good right now, bro. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna feel like a dumbass if this shit just cuts out in the middle of there talking, and I'm like, yo,
no,
bro.
All right, my guy. Appreciate you coming on.
No doubt. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I always wanted you on first just because how far we go back. I was just counting the years, 16 plus years, man. 2006. I met you, Breed. That's where it all started. Yeah, man. So first and foremost, just start off and tell everyone who you are, kind of a little bit what you do. Then I'll get into the first question. First topic.
All right, no doubt. My name's Tyler Lovett. I'm a predominantly hip hop rap recording artist out of Lynn, Massachusetts. Hey, shout out to D for this shirt. We'll get into that for sure. We definitely gonna get into the KMF Fest. I'm one part of a label and collective called KMF, which is Keep Moving Forward. Out of Lynn, it's started by J Moon and KMF Trey and another one of the homies, Eddie. Eddie, but he goes by RSM Hits as far as the producing side of shit. But yeah, man, I'm just one part of KMF. I make music. I'm working on getting a clothing line going. I invested in a printing press and stuff. So me and some of the fellas are looking to get that going. And just also help some other people out in the city who are looking to get some clothes done. Like I know you're into that, the Tommy has done some of the same type of I don't know. I think you talked to Tommy one time about some of the t-shirt printing and stuff.
Yeah. I made Tommy a couple of sweaters a little while ago.
Yeah. But, probably one of the ones I have.
Nah, man, I wanted to get you on here first and foremost. I wanted to get you in the top 10 just because, like I said before, we go way back 16 plus years. And you know me, I'm big into crypto, NFTs and all that. And one of the biggest, me and you, back in 2010, both heard about Bitcoin, man. Didn't invest into it, didn't know where to. It was that one site, Mount something, I forget. But yeah, man, I just seen a post yesterday on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen a little reel I shared. They said if you invested $100 back here, you'd be up I want to say 8 million or something.
Crazy, bread. Oh my God, it's tough to look at sometimes for sure. But I mean, we were even looking at articles like, is this even legal to do?
Because it was you had to go on the black market to buy it at that point. That's really the whole concept. I was working back then.
Just all of that.
Oh, your video cut out. You're good.
Yeah, sorry about that. My little brother just tried to call me. He probably caught a fish or something. Yeah, man, I definitely remember hearing about the crypto early, and us definitely being intrigued, but just not kind of knowing enough. I think I look back about if we had known maybe more about stocks, maybe we would have taken more of a chance.
Oh yeah. Oh, crazy that you just brought up stocks. I just watched that Eat the Rich documentary last night about GameStop. Wow.
I haven't seen it.
That's a great documentary, bro. You'll love it. It's just crazy. It's like how all these people back in the day on Occupy Wall Street, all these big firms was taking all these people's money, leaving them broke. People were foreclosing their houses and stuff like that. So people started seeing that GameStop, all these big firms were shorting it. Like they were saying that the stock was going down. They're like gambling on money, basically. They're buying shares at here, but they really weren't selling them at here, just making profit doing so with being one of them. But all these people kind of fuck these big hedge funds. We're gonna get their money out of it. So everyone on Reddit, this big group on Reddit, they just started getting GameStop, and there's one dude from Massachusetts where we're from, Brockton. I forget his name, but he started a YouTube channel.
I do know what you're talking about.
And he was the one to kind of hype it up, get everyone into it, this and that.
Yeah.
But they bought into it at
boosted the whole.
Yeah, they bought into it at $3. It jumped up to like $520. They got it to ride up. Elon Musk jumped in, the creator of Chewy, the website Chewy, bought 9% of GameStop before it even skyrocketed. Yeah, it's but yeah,
that's
you remember sitting in my room back in 2017 when me and you both made our first crypto investment on Coinbase?
Oh yeah, Coinbase.
Oh, we were both waiting for each other. I don't know if you were working at Wayside with me at that time or doing something else, but I remember we both were like on each other's backs, like, yo, when we gonna invest into crypto? When we gonna invest in crypto?
Yeah. I think it probably was either right before I started working at Wayside or something like that. But we are definitely like just like Coinbase was a thing, and we were like, oh, like we're lit. I can just connect my bank account, wait for them to verify it. And it's crazy because now, like, if you if you get Coinbase today, you can invest today. But at that time, it was like 2 days, 3 days. We were waiting to get the little verified identity verification stuff. You could only invest like way less than you can now.
Yeah,
you can only invest.
They give you different like profile tiers or something.
Your first investment could only be like $50 or so. I forget what it was. It was so weird, but even now, like I still, I'm definitely a lot more like reserved and held back when it comes to just investing in crypto right now. I've been trying to do so much with music. But like, some of it kills me. Like,
you could probably vouch and tell the viewers how big and bad I was at gambling investing. Then right when I learned about crypto, that's when I had to cut it off.
Oh man,
I had slips on my wall back there, like 450 every day on Keno.
Oh man.
But ever since
I've seen you win,
found about crypto and learned how
Keno, the amount of. You've definitely
people see me win a lot from people see me win a lot, but people didn't see me lose a lot too. I was losing. I was spending $300-400 a day playing.
But, you gotta play to win. I mean, it's the same thing with crypto, but it's definitely not gambling. It's not state lottery.
And I used to be big into that. Then, like, I watched the show American Pickers for the first time. I forget what season it was on. I was like, wow,
I love that show.
They're buying a lot of this shit for a lot of this shit's expensive. And it's back in the day, you wouldn't expect to throw it out like this little piece of wood they're buying or hinges or whatever. Now I'm like sitting there, I'm like, damn, what can I like invest into and hoarder that won't take up much room, that's older with that? So I started buying into Pokemon cards and stuff.
That's another topic.
Show some cards you want. I know you're big into investing. You got some collectibles.
Man, I got some really rare cards, man. I'll grab hold on, let me take these out.
Take your time.
Let me see, where's the cards right here. Yo, while you were talking about it, KMF, that's the flyer.
Yep, I don't know if you can see right back here. There's a little poster.
But let me see. I think I got some good cards in this little bin right here.
Well, we used to be heavy into displaying those games back in the day.
Oh man!
Do you remember going over Chews? Were you with us back in the day? Over Chews sitting on his front porch, like 14, just chill, play Pokemon games, or trading back and forth, baby.
Bro, honestly, this is the rarest Pokemon card I have is right here, bro. This is like, this was just like a moment going on, like all these pages and just coming across like them being like, yo, this is one of the rarest cards to get. This is one of the hardest cards to get. Like, and the only reason I don't have it graded is because like how much the cost went up of the grading and all that shit. But bro, this is like, let me get that. Oh man, let me.
Oh yeah, kind of tilt it back a little.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Gold Star Charizard, that's like a prized possession for me and my brother as kids, man.
Fire.
Bro, one of these sold for 50 bands when everything went up, like at the beginning of like the absolute madness, man. Like you know Damien Earp?
Yeah.
Bro, me and Damien were just like honestly causing havoc in the in the game, because me and him were in it for the fun, bro. Me and him were trying to open packs. Like we weren't really trying to make a ton of money off nobody. And we're there like beating these dudes, getting in lines first, and these dudes are just trying to flip it and make a buck. And me and Damien are like, dude, I'll get here 6 hours before you guys. And me and him were just like chilling, smoking, playing chess, like you know what I'm saying? Watching Call of Duty and Fortnite live streams on Twitch, bro. We were just like make it, we were like, oh, people come here stressed because they're trying to make money. We're just gonna go here
for the fun of it,
bro. We're just gonna make it like a Thursday mornings. The guys are coming Wednesday night is a good night.
Oh, give me 1 second myself. I'm gonna pull up these cards.
No doubt. I got a ton of stuff for me.
So related to your little card story, how you just were going card hunting and all that. I don't know. I must have showed you these cards. These are the these HRO cards that came out recently, the DC ones.
The Marvel, the DC ones, yep.
Yeah, and on the back of them, they hold NFTs. You could scan them, so that's an actual NFT to sell. But
I have one in a box down here, but it's Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh,
like when they first came back out, and I got I got the only one I could have wanted. Like it's Atomic Atom. So I got the little holographic card, and on the back it had like a little scratch off. So like I went online and claimed it.
So yeah, this is the only reason I bought into these. You know me, I'm big into Marvel. I'm not really big into DC, but this is the first comic book ever to come out and it was Superman's comic. This was the first comic book ever to be on paper.
Wow.
They made a card about it with the artwork and the NFTs on the back where you could scan it, get that artwork as NFT. But that's the whole reason why I bought it, because on VeVe, you know how all the comics and stuff I'm into. But me and Nick Newell went around for hours. So like I want to say 7 different Walmarts on a 3-day period on the weekend when we heard that the card company was coming in to stock it up. That goes Thursday through Saturday we went. And we couldn't find any, but it was dope just to do a little hunt. I recorded on my GoPro. I don't know if I have him on in the future. I'll probably show those videos. But it was definitely fun.
Yeah, that's dope.
It was definitely fun. You got any other big collectibles as like little toys or anything? Like I know you got a lot of cool
I got
a
few. I got all kinds of. I got all kinds of little like anime figures, like stuff that just sit on my shelf, like and stuff like that. I have a ton of honestly, what I've been collecting a ton is like over here you can see is just like all these are just like my manga, however anybody wants to say it. But I watch a ton of anime. I've been getting into just reading it. So
my boy on the last podcast, I got a few My boy Brandon wants me to get hip into anime, and I'm gonna start the show. He told me to watch. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm gonna start it this week.
Yo, the thing is, like, I mean, so many people are like, cartoons, like when they don't like know it, but like there's a totally different culture where like some of it is absolutely not for kids for one, but also it's like, this is somebody's art form or somebody's, life at a time, like a story they created, just like, Star Wars or just like Game of Thrones. Like people create their own worlds and, like that. It's the same thing. Some of these stories are so in depth and like the character building can be so great. It's just, and all of it comes from like most anime comes from a manga where somebody was just like they made their own comic and picked up like a TV show.
I definitely, because I watch a lot of TV shows and movies. You know that I'm into a lot of Game of Thrones, a lot of different things, but that's the biggest thing with me. I like the story. The visuals is everything, because that's how I get introduced to these characters, these stories. I'm not a big reader. I love looking at the comparison on how all right, they took this from the book and made it into this. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, bro, that's the thing. Like, I know you pick up on stuff like that. And like, even with Marvel, it's like Marvel has that side that like pulls you in, and then they have all this like insane action where you're like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's what anime does. They're like, sometimes anime does some shit where you're like, yo, that is too relatable, like to a piece of my life, yo. And then it's like some insane fight where now they connected you to a character. So now you're like, yo, he has to win because I'm connected to this man. Like, you know,
and no lie, I've been slacking
it's like a
on
movie
anime.
with 800 episodes.
You seen the Miles Morales movie, that anime that came out, the movie, the cartoon one, the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but you know how they have that one character out of the Spider-Man that was like the Chinese anime, and I was like, yo, that's so sick. I was like, I loved how they did that. Even though just the visual of that whole thing, I loved the anime. That show was beautiful. I mean, that movie was beautiful how it was done.
Bro, the whole concept is like so beyond like most child's brain watching like a Spider-Man movie. They're like, the concept of just like multiple realities and them just like into one is a crazy concept.
It definitely is. It definitely is. But I know you wanted to
like, honestly,
go ahead. My fault. I was into it.
Nah. I was just gonna say, like, as far as like the collectibles and stuff, man, like, there's not too much that like I've been like collecting that, like, other than like Pokemon cards, because like it's almost nostalgic and still fun to like, you know, do that. Even me and my brother will get cards and open them and stuff. Like, other than like books and something, it's like I've been trying to collect stuff that I can almost use. Even like it's hard. Like, I have a lot of sneakers, but like now I just wear them, like, because I hate to just let them sit there. Like, see so many of those videos of dudes being like, "Oh, I had this shoe for 10 years," and then they rub the bottom and it falls off.
So I just want to give you.
I've been just trying to like collect things I can use.
I want to give you the credit because you put me on to NFTs. I want to say it was either January or February of last year. Was it last year, 2021? You might put me on. And you said Gary V was talking about it. And I want to give you the credit, too, because you put me on to Gary V.
Yeah.
And
that's the guy, man.
Hell yeah. I love that, dude. You hear what he did yesterday with his NFT project, which is dope? So he has the NFT project VeVe. And yesterday,
VeVe,
he dropped all plushes for his VeVe dolls in Macy's. So they're going to be in Macy's this October for sale.
Genius. You see, he did the cards.
Yep, and each plush little doll, a couple of them come in like it looks like a Funko box, and they have his doll in it. Then a couple of them are just outside the box, and they have tags on them. But the tags have QR codes, and if you scan the QR code, and that's when you learn more about the character. I just thought that was genius. That he's bringing the NFTs into reality. All these little kids, you get what I'm saying? And he's starting. He's gonna give. He's gonna give like people like I'm not saying royalties, but it's gonna have like an aspect to benefits of royalties. Like, oh, whoever owns this card, this first series, the second series of this character could come to this movie that they're gonna be in or show. I don't know. It's genius how he's expanding his NFT community right now. It's dope. I'm not into it. I need to get a V from
like when for the cards. Yeah, man. First he did the cards for the V, like
the Uno ones, right?
And then he did cards. Yeah. And then he did like now the plushes. Like, that's sick, dude. My cousin Cassie, it was just her birthday the other day, but she used to get these things, Webkins, which were little like plushy dolls. It would be like a little dog or cat or tiger, or lion, whatever. And on the thing, you could scan it and go online on like Webkins.com and like walk around with your little the plushies on. And it's like, it's so crazy to me that like now like the reverse process of like thinking is going on. They're like in just a different way. Like
It's crazy
people
how
were just
you
doing that. Like, oh, it'd be cool for kids to just be like, oh, the toy, and now on a computer. Like, and now people are like, oh, there's value in that. Like that's
it's crazy
like
how you say that,
broader.
a different aspect of thinking on things. Because Gary Vee, I posted this to my story too yesterday. I'm watching this little 20-minute video of Gary Vee talking about NFTs and business and how social media could help you brand your brand and etc.
Absolutely.
But he was talking to someone. He was like, think about this. He's like, I guarantee you 99% of the people that are going to hear this, parents back in 1999, 2000s were scared to put their credit card on a computer. And that's so true, because I know parents to this day that won't put the credit card on their phone because they're scared. The number, you know what I'm saying? Just to buy something. But he's like, just think about, he's like, people that are hating on NFTs right now and demonizing NFTs are going to be their parents in the future. They're going to be scared to access this NFT, and the NFT is going to take over. We already see it within movies, AMC. I went and seen Jurassic World, and the newest one, and they actually premiered the first one in theater too. It was like a 5-hour movie screening. It was dope, but those who went got a free NFT on VeVe, and there was like a poster for the movie and etc.
Oh, that's sick.
It was dope, but they're gonna start doing it. They have something for Black Panther that's coming out on my birthday.
Like they wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't something on a bigger scale.
I see all concert tickets, like airplane tickets, all tickets in the future are gonna be an NFT. You know what I'm saying? And even how
maybe possible leases for cars. Or,
a house and
think about an apartment. Thinking about being able to
a house in New York and Tampa
your stay in apartment
as an NFT.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say I want to leave 6 months early, and you're like, oh, I'm looking for a place. I can just boom transfer the rights to staying there to somebody else. That'd be pretty sick.
I don't know much about Web3 and how it's coming with all these digital assets. I know a lot about the digital assets. I feel like VeVe, what I'm investing into, is like going to turn into a Ready Player One kind of down in the future. But I talk about Web3 to a lot of people like this. I was like, I just seen one of my uncles. He's like an old timer, not really good into social media. But he like yearly shares this post on Facebook. It's like a long post people copy and share, but it's like, oh, Facebook doesn't own the right to my photos, blah blah blah. I don't give them access. You know how people post those little stupid things. In reality, Facebook does, because it's in the policy that they own your right. But this web
check.
This Web3, it's gonna be dope, because say if I take a picture of myself and I turn it into an NFT, now I can pay $2 on their platform, like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, to upload my profile picture as an NFT. Now it's a one-on-one. If anyone screenshots that, it's not the original. They can't say they had it. You know what I'm saying? And Facebook doesn't own it, because I own the right of my NFT I'm using on their platform. So that's how I see a lot of this Web3 going down in the future. You're gonna get paid.
Changing.
Yeah, you're gonna get paid for your likes, your shares, all that. Even like I just said, your profile picture. I mean, probably in the future they're probably gonna get rid of that subscription for like, I think it's $2-3 a month to upload NFTs as your profile picture. But once digital assets and NFTs come into the world more, I feel like that's gonna play a big
even
part.
Music, like I haven't dabbled in it because I don't know too much about like integrating the music itself with like an NFT or a project somehow, or like, you know, like with somebody to really work on one. I'd have to do a lot of that to really get that stuff going. But like, I'm definitely interested. I mean, I know Tory Lanez did it. I know a ton of people have done like the NFT music thing right now.
So there's this
you know, you're pretty much allowing your fan to invest in you and be rewarded for being an early fan. Man. Exactly. Like that to me is cool. Like that to me is like, yo, if I found you and you had 1,000 followers and I was like, this guy is it, like, and I've been saying that the whole time, and now you have 100,000 followers, and because I bought the first album, the album's now worth a band instead of $10. Like that's genius. Like, why not put money in the fans' pockets for putting money in my pocket?
Yep. I wanted to actually bring up this YouTuber. He's can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, cool. So there's this YouTuber, he goes by Miss Non-Fungible Wonderful. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
He's big into the VeVe community, but I'm gonna play one of his songs. He drops his music. I mean, I don't know. I'm not big into the YouTube rules, so I don't know if they're gonna allow me to post this. I think they will. But I'm gonna go to this page right here. Non-Fungible Wonderful. I'm gonna go to his playlist, and this is his music. But he just dropped this whole album for VeVe, and people on. Let me turn this down a little. But he dropped this whole album for VeVe, if you could hear me, and he dropped it as an NFT. And this whole album, he's talking about VeVe, NFTs, and etc. And the whole community has been playing this every live stream that people start in the morning on all these drops. They play this kid's music. People that own his NFTs get paid in royalty. VeVe has gone to events like DCon, they're at Comic-Con right now, but at some of these events, they've been playing this kid's music, like getting them out there. Like the VeVe community has been playing it. But his music, he got some dope music.
Oh, this video looks sick. What is it? Omi Millionaire?
Yeah, because Omi is the cryptocurrency VeVe is built on. It's on the Omi blockchain.
Oh, that's fire. Omi Millionaire?
Yeah, but he got a lot of songs that bump. I don't want to go through this whole thing, but
yeah. I can't hear the song. I can see the video though.
Oh, you can't? That's what
I can't. Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah.
But I'll look it up.
I can hear it. Yeah. Look it up cool. When you. Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me play the volume for it for some reason. But he does a whole album on it, and he's dope. He's big into the community, has a lot of subscribers, big on Twitter.
Hell yeah, that's smart, man. So. He's doing his thing.
But hold on, real quick. Let me stop this and let me bring up my iPad and just. I'll show you what. I know we're talking off stream. I said I was gonna bring up VeVe and show you these past couple drops.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So today they actually had 2 drops, and both of them are not sold out. So the first one is this. It's Welcome to New York. It's a New York Comic-Con poster for the first day of Comic-Con, and it has. Let me see if it will load. It has a lot of these characters from Marvel on it. I'll show you the San Diego Comic-Con they dropped. So this is the one they just dropped. They got all these characters.
Yeah, I can see the Thing, She-Hulk,
Silver Surfer, all of them.
Yeah.
But this is pretty dope. You could display it in your vault room, put it around like that. So
put it on a wall,
normally these drops will sell out. Like I could hit buy now and bang. I could buy it if I was to put money on. I'm short $57 right now, just because I haven't loaded money on or sold anything recently. So I could buy it since there's some left. Right here, there's 841 editions left out of 29,000, if you can see where it says editions. Those are how many are left in the market to buy right here. But you could go, I'm in the store. So I could go to the market tab on the bottom right here. I click in the market, and this is what people are selling them for. So all these people just bought them for 60, and now they're selling them for 42. That's the only reason why I didn't buy it today. If I want to buy it, I'm gonna go on market and buy one now since it's under 60. You know
$20 less.
So the only reason I feel like people undercut them, which they bought it for 60, they're just taking a risk on it. See if people are gonna start selling it above floor, and if it does, maybe the floor will stay that price. But people are undercutting because Comic-Con, they're dropping 5 drops this week, and I'm gonna show you all 5 drops. But today they had another drop, and it was this 007 drop, and it was the 60th anniversary of James Bond. So they dropped all these posters. There's 8 of them from all back in the day. And basically, this was like a blind box. So basically, you paid $40 and you got one of these randomly. So you couldn't really choose. So people are still, you can still buy these right now. Like I can still buy because it hasn't sold out. There's 8 of them. I think there's around 2,000 editions of each. But tomorrow they're dropping the collectible Daredevil. You can't see it right now just because it's dropping tomorrow. But they're dropping Daredevil tomorrow. Friday, they're dropping the first appearance of Mary Jane Watson after multiple attempts by Aunt May to set them up. Peter Parker meets Mary Jane Watson for the first time. So there's only 10,000 of these editions. So
yeah. And how do those do? Like they go for what, $6?
$6.99. Yep, $6.99, and these immediately sell out. So these you have to watch when it goes down from a minute and click right when the buy now pops up when it's on 3, 2, 1, 0, buy now. That's when you hit. And if you miss it, it'll go to sold out, but every 4 minutes on. So like 11:03:59, if you watch it and refresh your page at 11:03:59, and at 11:04 your buy now will come back. Every 4 minutes they have rebounds until it's sold out, but usually it'll sell out on the first time because there's so many people trying to click on that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it, you can always refresh. But these are coming in 5 different rarities, so you can either get a common, and there's 5,900 of them. The uncommon, there's 2,100 of them. The rare, there's 900 of them. The ultra rare, there's 450 of them, and the secret rare, there's 225 of them.
Yeah. So those and people will sell those for like a good amount.
Oh yeah. So let me go into these recent comics. I'm gonna find a good comic. This is a comic I'm gonna pull up. Amazing Fantasy 15. This is Spider-Man's first appearance in comic book form ever, or first appearance ever on paper or anything. This was back in 1962, and this comic came out, and this dropped on VeVe for $20. They didn't do $6.99 because they knew this comic is like the most wanted Marvel comic out there. So they raised the price to $20, and there's 10,000 of these editions. Same edition amount as what I just showed you. So the common on this is selling for $388 right now.
Sheesh, from 20 bills.
Yeah, the uncommon $245. The only reason the uncommon is going
because black and white.
Yeah, because the common is the original cover.
People like the color better.
Yeah. Then the rare is going for $379.
Yeah.
The ultra rare 1.1K, and the secret rare 9.5K. Well, after the drop, the secret rare.
Can you imagine making 10 bands out there?
Well, people were selling it for like 22K after drop. That's what the floor price was. So the secret.
That's crazy.
Secret rare. People were making so much money, so much. But this is some of my collectibles. I'll show you most of my collectibles. I'm big into Marvel, so I've been collecting Marvel. Most of my mints on here are sub like 2,000-3,000 mints, and a lot of them are sub 1,000. So you'll see they're 3 digits. And the 3 digits usually sell. They sell when the market's pumping. They'll sell for like 3 times as what the floor is if people really want them. You know what I'm saying? But I got a couple 781 mints. I just whatever it is 781. I'm trying to collect it just because 781 area code. You never know in the future if a business will pop out around here and want to buy all the 781 mints. They're gonna have to come hit your boy. I got like probably 5, 6 right now. But
that's dope.
So VeVe recently dropped this, and they had a golden moment set, and so I don't know if you know about at Disney parks, they just had their 50th year anniversary, and they had 50 of these golden moment statues around that park. And you can have these little wristbands and go up, and they'll talk to you, or they'll say something from the movie or something. And they have 50 of these. And last year, November 10th, the day before my birthday, or November 9th, they started dropping these golden moments. They dropped like 8 of them. And everyone thought we were going to get all 50 because people are looking into them, know that the park had all 50. And a couple of weeks ago, they came out and said that this was going to be the last one. And this marked number 19 on the app. And basically they said, if you get this on drop and you're original buyer, basically we're going to grant you 2 wishes. We're going to give you another golden moment for free. And that's the Disney golden moment. They gave us that for free. Then
Fire.
we had the option to spend $60 and buy this. I think it was the Sorcerer. No, it wasn't Sorcerer Mickey. It was this Mickey.
Yeah.
With the hat. There was a couple of them, but you had to take a chance. 60, and those 3 different ones, and a lot of them are under retail right now. Like that's $39. So if I was to spend to get that, I'd be under. But yeah, they dropped that as the last Disney Golden moment, and basically said, we're gonna grant you this. And when they did, I got the same mint number. Everyone got the same mint number. So my magic lamp is 3480, and the Disney D is 3480. So I'm gonna hold those as a set. You get what I'm saying? Because it completes a set. People
selling those?
Yeah, a lot of people are selling them in the market right now. Yeah, everything's selling. Like they have the Avengers A. I have that, and Iron Man. And
that's sick though, because there's probably a ton of different like communities on there.
Yeah, exactly. Like so they have a Disney Golden moment of Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse, and it's a statue that's in Disney's park. I'm gonna try to find it for you.
Hell yeah!
Go to the brand. I go market.
Yeah. This shit is definitely a lot more active than when you first originally showed me.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say, remember you put me onto Quid, and I started getting onto Quid right when you told me about NFTs. I got onto Quid, so I dropped.
Oh man,
bro! Right when you told me about Quid, that day you told me about Quid, I made an account, and I was like, "What? You could watch 30-second videos for in-app currency, the in-app coins. You remember that?
Yeah.
So every day they'll let you watch like 30 videos." So I'll watch like 30 videos, get mad coins, buy mad Marvel, what I thought were NFTs. They're really just collectibles on there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I was buying. Then I started making multiple accounts. I made like 4 accounts on Quid and was just doing that daily on all my devices, just getting the free coins, And I started getting mad Marvel, started buying a bunch of other things. Then when I got into VeVe dropped Marvel's first comic, and that's how I got introduced. I found a news article saying that they were doing that. So I got on that, forgot about Quid. I put probably $200-300 into Quid at the time. And a couple months back, I tried to go back on Quid and sell a couple of my Marvel collectibles, and you can't even list them on market, bro. They took off the Marvel license. I was pissed, so I couldn't even get none of my money back or anything. But they have they have the transfer option. So if you wanted to list your Quid collectibles on eBay, you can sell them on eBay and transfer them to someone else. So this past week I went on all my accounts, and I've been switching all my collectibles to my main one on Quid.
Yeah.
I have over like 1,000 on each. It's hard. But yeah, you were the first one to get me on Quid, and after Quid, that's when I found VeVe.
Yeah, man. I remember trying so many just different ones that just trying to figure something out that was legitimate.
So yeah, this is the first golden moment set right here.
Oh yeah, that's
Simpsons and Homer and Bart and the skateboard. Then the second one was Mickey Sorcerer hat and Elsa.
Yeah.
The third one to come out was Wally and the Pizza Planet truck. And you know anything about that Pizza Planet truck? It's like almost in every Disney movie.
Yeah,
like that's a cameo. It's crazy.
Hell yeah. There's one that's like a toy in one movie. There's like all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Then they have Wally and the Pizza Planet. Then they have the Marvel
one. Oh,
I own both of these on my other accounts. I have 3 accounts. 2 that I KYC, me and my dad's, and 1 that I haven't KYC'd yet. But they just said that we're gonna be able to merge it soon on the last AMA. But I have both of these, and I have them both 1K mint. So my Iron Man, I think he's 1477. Then the Avengers logo, I have 1277. I was 1 digit off by getting them both the same.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
But I was sitting there on market for like 2 hours trying to find a 1K mint. Then when I finally did it, I was like, "Oh shit, the one digit off." But they dropped Star Wars after C3PO and R2. The C3PO is dope.
VeVe is what you mainly use
as of right now. Yeah, but let me. let me stop this sharing because I want to show you a couple of my NFTs on OpenSea. I haven't really put
Oh hell yeah!
much money.
Yeah, hell yeah! I've only like here and there like looked on the OpenSea like just to like stay up to date with what was kind of going on.
Have you bought any NFTs like on any platforms?
I don't have any. I originally I don't know what platform it was, but it was just some almost like some bullshit. That's why like when I got on OpenSea, I was more just almost overreaching, like getting into Discords and like trying to figure out like kind of like the temperature of like a community and like the ins and outs. Because a lot of it on the OpenSea is like getting into a Discord or like before it drops, getting whitelisted and stuff like that. So I was just trying to kind of learn more about that. Even if I don't get said NFT, like maybe see what's up with the community, try to support the community, try to get into it, and maybe fucking see where it goes.
I was trying to do that, and it was so hard. At one time, well, you probably still can on Twitter. You can just post your address, and people will send you NFTs to help promote their project, and you could talk about them. They said, let me share my screen.
Yeah.
So this is I bought a couple NFTs off of people, but I never paid in crypto. I was paying them through like Cash App and stuff like that. But I got a couple dope Pokemon ones that I want to see if they're on there. And there's this project called Fishes, as you can see right here. This dude, his name's Brock McBlockchain on Twitter. I seen him on another VeVe YouTuber's stream, and he saw this thing called Fishes. I'll actually show you in a second. I'll go to the thing. This is dope. I bought this to introduce my dad into NFTs.
Game?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Please change your blockchain.
That's fire. Your dad's about to have the whole Fishes.
So basically, I bought this from my dad, and at the time, this is dope how I got it. So the dude was charging like, I want to say 150 in Ethereum to get it on OpenSea. And at the time, he was on VeVe. And at VeVe, at that time, we could send gems and transfer collectibles to people. Right now, they took them off because of all the bots and stuff. But the dude said, if you don't know how to use OpenSea, I'll take a different currency. So you can send me something else, and I'll send you these NFTs on OpenSea. And I trusted him off the bat. So I was like, I was buying actually gems off of VeVe. I was buying gems at a 0.5 rate when no one could cash out. I was buying gems off this dude for 0.5. So I actually hit him up. I'm like, yo, let me get 600 gems for $300. He was like, all right. Then basically I bought these 2 fishes off this dude for 300 gems. In reality, it cost me $150. But I bought one for me and my dad, and basically he started off, it's like a fish tank, and he airdrops you something every month you get an airdrop, and he's been sending multiple airdrops a month. But it's airdrops to customize your tanks. Like one time he did a VeVe logo. I have Amelia Earhart's playing like as a cartoon. I could put in my fish tank. But you basically put in this fish tank, and you can open up a portal where other fish could come through and view your tank and stuff. And he has, you could communicate with your fish, feed them, and like play with them, stuff like that. And
just interactive.
So he recently put it on Omi blockchain, the same blockchain as VeVe, and he basically started a game where he gave you this robotic suit, and your fish goes in this robotic suit, and it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. It's like splash, defend, and attack or something. But it's this little game, and you wager for Omi. You put Omi up and wager, you gamble, the winner gets it, and he gets a percentage and gives it back to the community. It's pretty dope. And so I want to get my dad into NFTs. Reality, he never really got into this, never understood it. But I bought 2 of them, and I hold 2 of them, and he airdrops you mad different things every month. I don't know why this ain't loading up. But I have a couple dope Pokemon.
Good. It was just
I don't know, my computer might be
battery notification.
Slow, but I wanted
Yeah,
to.
man. Nah, that's sick though. Like, this, I definitely want to start getting into more stuff on the open sea and start figuring that shit out
Yeah,
more.
my
And even
open
VeVe, even
sea
doing some
got
of the
hacked.
VeVe stuff.
Someone got me for over 1 billion coins on here, like $3,000 worth at the time. They got me for
Sheesh.
all my Dodge Along Mars and my XYO I've been mining on my phone for years in my room.
Damn,
But
that's fucked.
this is one little NFT right here, guys. My profile pitch. I seen some dude. I was looking for Pokemon NFTs. They never came
Yeah,
out. So some dude made his own project that's called Pokemon Pixels, a pixel Pokemon, where he took a
yeah.
picture of the Pokemon and put them in the Pokedex. And he only had
Hell
one
yeah.
of each. I hit him up as soon as I seen him. I'm like, yo, I want the first 3 starters. So I got the first 3 starters. I got Pikachu and Mewtwo, I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
And see, these are all the little cool things I
Little
can add.
drops and shit.
Yeah, put in
Yeah,
my fish tank. But
that's dope.
I have a lot of weird stuff too. I had to hide on there that were inappropriate. Weird people were just sending me because I put my address out on Twitter, and you'd have people just sending me the weirdest shit. I have
Yeah,
to
I
show you
can
what
only
they come
imagine.
over, but it's not like. See, all these NFTs though, I got for free. Most of these just helping people promote their projects. Like
Oh yeah,
they would
that's
just send
crazy.
me. I got over 100 plus, but it's dope. Like someone was like, oh, I got this free NFT. Send me your address. So I send them my address. Then after they'll send me the NFT, I'll delete my tweet, change my profile pic, then send them my address again and get like 2 of the same NFTs because I thought it was someone else. So I was just tricking them, but switching my
Wow.
profile pic. Let
They're
me get to
wild.
this.
How do they get tricked by switching the profile pic? That's on them.
Because they have so many hundreds of people hitting them up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe it.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna stop this. But yeah,
Nah, that's litty though.
one of my questions I wanted to ask you is as you explain to everyone here that's gonna be listening what KMF stands for, how you guys all got started. Because I want to ask you guys, I want to
Yeah,
ask
man.
you if
Of course.
you guys ever thought about making a NFT for your group, and maybe you know what I'm saying, maybe it could give people benefits like coming to the show or coming to the site or getting merch half off, or you guys could build a community off of that. So
yeah, so I've definitely talked, like we've definitely talked about something exactly
I'm
like
gonna
that.
spark up my blunt real quick. Cigar. Just,
yeah, I'm with that. Cigar.
But
Sure.
yeah, I'll tell before you get too deep into it, tell people what KMF stands for.
Yeah, so KMF stands for Keep Moving Forward. You know, the whole message is a collective. You know, really, you know, is I feel like it's like grounded pretty deep within all of us. Like we all come from a background that didn't always give us the best hand, and you know, we always chose to keep moving forward, keep it going, like figure out a way, find a way. You know what I'm saying?
Even I love that since day one. Once I found out it meant keep moving forward, because I didn't know until a couple weeks after. And just having the plus over minus, my positive over negative merch that was up for a while. Exactly. I love that little message. Like that's what we live about, really. Like I live my life about, like, I believe in karma both ways. What you give will come back. Yeah. Like if you're an asshole, someone will come back.
It's universal.
Law of attraction.
Like, yeah, it's universal. Whether it's the music and you're feeling ups or downs in the music, you just gotta keep it going. Whether it's the crypto and stuff, and maybe taking a loss, like, you know, bro, I feel like the whole, what is it, hold or hodl community, like that's keep moving forward shit. Like that's like, yo, this shit went down, but we just gotta keep it moving forward. You know, you know what I'm saying, and trust the process. Like, you know, that's kind of what it's about.
Oh, it's dope. I love the fact that y'all built that whole group, keep moving forward, because like that, at the end of the day, that's really what your group is. Like you guys are motivating each other to do better. You guys are doing so much to the community around here and everything. It really is dope. And on me, as a crypto perspective, you seen I started my Telegram group last year. So many people hitting me up where I was like, You know what? I'm done answering free questions. I was answering free questions for years, trying to get people on. I told people to invest in Ethereum
Yeah.
when I was at $75. No one listened to me.
Oh yeah.
Now people, so I started a little group, was charging people 25, then I upped it to 50, and I started accepting people. But put so much information in there, and I kind of wanted to build a community how like your KMF is. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like talk to each other. But like I'm not gonna blame people in my group. A lot of people paid, never really took the time to read it all because I did put a lot into it. Or like not much people hit me in the group, even ask for questions. Like I was there to answer people's questions. I still am for everyone who is in my group.
Yeah.
But that was the whole idea of my group. Like, I wanted to build my group up as a big community, as like y'all did with KMF, and start like events where maybe we could teach others and have dinner together and get to know each other. But what y'all just did for the city, this KMF event, why don't you tell
man,
everything that just happened? That was awesome.
So
that
let me get that. Where's that flyer at? Right here. I don't want to forget anybody who was involved. I mean, I'm not going to list out all the names on this, but, you know, I do want to shout out all the KMF guys, being like me, J Moon, Cassie 2 Times, Chew, Dionys, KMF Trey, Quan, you know, Eddie are some hits. That's the guys. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm saying Cassie 2 times twice, but that's 2 times. But yeah, man, those are the guys. Like also Sally Buck, C Wells, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Danny White, Slim, Juke, like, come on. Like these guys.
I pulled up a
bunch of people from the city, Smigs, everybody, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, but like I just want to shout out all the people who like helped make it happen, being like the Hip Hop Exhibit, Lynn Auditorium, Bentwater Creative Collective, the Lynn Hip Hop Wall of Fame, Brian House, KMF being the gang, you know that, and then the Essex County Community Foundation. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot to make that happen, and you know it was a blessing to be able to do that, like with the city. You know what I'm saying? For it, but definitely
big fact. I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches this that was in KMF with Ty. I mean, I was there. I showed up a little late. I apologize to those who I missed. It was a great day, all positive vibes, and I connected with people I haven't seen in years, and I'm gonna have them on this podcast. And just a bunch of other people, and I want to thank you guys for that, because that gave me the opportunity to ask people, hey, you want to come on, talk, show a little bit of what you do, and etc. But that whole event, I was there a couple hours. It was awesome, all positive till the end. I mean, that one little mistake with the rain and the weather.
It's the rain, man.
It is what it is, but
we can do about
you guys showed out for the community. You guys showed up, sat down a couple of streets downtown in front of a big, beautiful ass mural.
And if at the end of the day, I mean, us and the performance after us, Tragic Allies, if the people who put on the show and Tragic Allies being like an OG, like well-known group from the city, you know, if we're the only ones taking, like, you know, it kind of had to take it on the chin. It is what it is. Something special for the city still happened. It was just all kind of, you know, it was bigger than us to begin with. That's kind of the whole thing. Like, it was more about the fact that a couple hundred people, you know, stood in that park that day to listen to Lynn hip hop, to listen to Lynn artists, to support Lynn artists and cheer on people from their city, because, you know, a lot of people look at it like, these days you got to go out of your city to, you know, get that love, and then your city gives it to you. But like, you know, it's not always like that. Sometimes you just got to show your city, like, you really got something going on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, of course you can make it somewhere else, and like the city's probably going to show love in the end. But like the city might show more love if you just start showing love to the city, trying to do something for the city, you know. And even, you know, at the end of the day, as an artist, we all want to travel and everything, you know. At the end of the day, not everything is going to be 100% rooted, you know, here in the city, you know. But at the end of the day, like the city is a part of me. I bring Lynn, Massachusetts everywhere I go, man. Like,
same,
you know?
man. Right on my wrist. Welcome, entering.
You are. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Not like again, I just want to say that that day was awesome, and like the turnaround, the positivity, the music. I mean,
Having your
the
dad there,
food, the
man.
drinks, the parents, the whole
Yeah,
community coming out, like
the
everyone we
kids
grew up
giving
with,
out
the whole T
backpacks. Yeah,
squads. Is what they did for the community, the kids going back to school. That whole event was awesome, and just the turnaround of it being so
yeah, man.
positive
Thank
and
you.
everything. I can't see why the city wouldn't allow it to happen next year, or even a couple
Yeah, shout out J
months. So
Moon.
like that,
Yeah,
like
nah.
that needs to be turned into a yearly thing
I
for
don't
sure.
know. I don't know how much I can speak on it. That's definitely. I could talk to Jay, and we could get Jay on the podcast if you want to
Yeah,
talk to
no,
Lim,
definitely.
Lim, Lim music and politics and what's going on. But I'm pretty positive they've already given Jay the green light for us to, make it possible for next year to do it even better
That's
and
all.
get it done 100% right.
I'm gonna say this right now. Next year, I'd love to participate in that any way as I can. Maybe take
Oh yeah, we love
donations
that.
from those who watch
Yeah.
and buy school supplies, and maybe I
Yeah,
could get merch set up
we
then
might
for
have
my
to have you sit.
podcast, or
We might have
even
to have you set up a table and run a live podcast
yeah,
there.
I was just gonna say that I'll do that
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
And like, it's dope.
That'd be
Like,
dope.
next year too. I mean, I wanted to do it this year, but I had the idea middle of summer, and I couldn't.
Yep.
I couldn't execute it real quick. But I love how uh Eric Rondo, Sean Reed, and
Yeah.
Mr. Grealish did the kayak and seal thing. They gave me the opportunity to make them the logo. I love how
Yeah.
they're bringing
Shout
kids.
out Grealish, man. Shout out Grealish. Can't spell Grealish without real. You know the
Yeah,
deal.
Frank
Yeah.
Grealish. But
Yeah.
yes, shout
Shout
out
out
to
Eric. Shout
them.
out Sean. All of
They're
them.
giving kids the opportunity to go on water,
Yeah.
go on the windshore, go
Yeah.
multiple places on kayaks and boats for free
Yeah.
during
A
the
lot of people don't
summertime.
know. Yo, a lot of people don't know. Like, my girlfriend grew up in Marblehead, and they grew up knowing like you could drag your kayak down to the beach and just paddle around. Not a lot of people from Lynn know that like if you wanted to, you can go and paddle around in that
Yeah,
water.
I've never knew that until the day I
Yeah.
went and was
I've never seen somebody really doing that. And if you did, as a kid, like down the hot beach, like if you saw somebody, you either felt like they were from one of the houses in the hot or like coming from the middle of
yeah,
nowhere. Like, yo, this kid's
exactly.
stranded. Like, where's
Yeah.
he coming from?
But
You know?
just bringing that whole thing up, I loved how they brought kids out and actually did something in the summer. And I was thinking one day in the woods, I started going on woods hikes. I started trying to do 5 miles at least when I go hike in the
Yep.
woods. But just being out in the woods, I'm like, damn, I come out here once a year for Earth Day and I help clean up. And we have
Yep.
an
The
event with
cleanup.
pizza and stuff like that. And we go to all three major historical sites in the woods: Dungeon Rock, a steel tower, and stone tower.
Yep.
Then we hike back, and well, people branch off places. But every like starting during the summer, I love to do maybe an event, maybe once a month in the summer, and bring families out there because, bro, to be honest, there's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
much people in Lynn or even the kids in schools that know
Yeah.
much about Lynn Wood. First time I was
Yeah.
introduced to Lynn Woods was doing track and field in middle school,
Dude, the pirate
and I never knew.
stories, all of it.
Oh
Like kids
yeah,
would love that.
we
They
have
should do
a
that. They
legit.
should do some type of like the weekend before Halloween, some little pre-trick or
Yeah,
treating thing.
so
Talk about the pirates. Like,
the weekend Timmy was actually here 2 weekends ago. Some dude on the Lynn page on Facebook, he actually did an event for families and kids going to those three historical sites. And I
that's
was like,
dope.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna tag along, then just getting caught up drinking and oversleeping and stuff. I slept in,
Yeah.
but I'm disappointed I didn't go. But that's something I really wanted to connect with that dude and maybe set up next year. But
Yeah,
that's
still
something I
can.
definitely want to do next year
Yeah,
and start
absolutely.
set up and do for the city. But
Yeah, man.
even like y'all could maybe do something there at the Hodgepodge where Hodgepodge did. Maybe KMF could set up something there. You know what I'm saying? Hodgepodge
Oh
hasn't
yeah,
set up
yeah.
in a while, and
Yeah,
that would
we
be
definitely
awesome
thought
to
about.
get
Yeah,
people in
we
that
definitely thought
area
about
again.
stuff like that. I think we want to
Limwood's
do
got the parking
something.
for it.
Yeah. Nah, I think we want to do something even huge. Like I've been joking with the guys. Like you remember when Man and Bowl, like when it was still all stone and stuff, but when we were kids, you ever remember them having the big blow up like
Well,
things in
that's
there. They had the Titanic and stuff like
that's
that. And I'm like, yo, if we could, you know what I'm saying? They've Jay's mentioned the field, a few guys have mentioned the fields down there, but like Fraser Field and Manning, yo, if we
yeah.
could somehow do like a show in Fraser Field where people can stand, there can be people on the grass, people
Yeah,
in the
that's
stands,
yeah.
and then somehow make some type of bro. We've been talking about somehow, you know, like any. I mean, there's so many ideas to just bounce
Well, I
around, but like
wanted to
camp, like
bring
a carnival, dude. So many
yeah.
things to just make it something. Because we talked about with the KMF festival, like you want somebody from the city to walk by or drive by
And
and be
like,
like, oh,
hey, is that
what's going on? Like, I'm gonna pull
yeah,
over. I'm walking by, so let me stop and ask, or walk in here and see what's going on. And if it's a carnival, it's an event. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's just,
Nah, yeah,
you know,
100%. But nah, like that's what I want to do in Lynn Woods. Just bring maybe a couple moon bounces out there and a couple of those throw water machines or something. Just
exactly.
have some events for the kids. They got a basketball court, a couple basketballs. Like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I
Because
was.
Lynn
Yo,
Woods is a
that's
dope
hilarious.
area. I mean, with KMF and the music stuff, you guys could definitely do a lot
Yeah.
more branch
Nah, I
out.
said that, bro. Literally, the dunk tank you just talked about that. I literally had a conversation with Jay and was
But
like,
like
yo, how fun would it be for kids in
water
the city?
guns,
Nah,
balloons.
kids in the city to be like, yo, dunk a rapper. Like dunk one,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, that would be
after
dope.
you perform, get off the stage, like, you know what I'm saying? Like dunk
Hell
a rapper.
yeah,
You sitting up there
100%.
talking like,
That
yeah,
is
you
dope
can't
as
throw.
fuck.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Something like just to, just to be interactive and let the people know, like, not only are we putting this on and up on the stage and stuff, but like we're part of the community. We're the people driving down the street,
yeah,
working in the places, you know what I'm saying, walking to the store, and you know what I'm saying, we around, you know what I'm saying. These are faces you're gonna see,
a hundred
just if
percent.
you're driving around, or
I mean, I didn't ask the question earlier. I should have, but tell people what some of you guys' KFM accomplishments are. I know you guys recorded at a nice studio in New York. You guys have
oh yeah,
accomplished
yeah,
some
KMF,
decent
man.
just
So yeah, we've
accomplishments
been doing
together
a
as a
lot,
crew.
man. I mean, aside from just like, figuring out better ways to get the music out there and getting,
Not
on
only do they
playlists and
perform rapping, they perform their live music. I mean, it's all instrumental. It's keyboard, drums. It's the whole nine yards with them. It's
yeah,
dope.
man.
It
And
really is the whole crew.
shout out those
It's not just
like
rapping.
Blondie and the crew of guys
Like,
that he's with. Like that drummer's name is Blondie, man. He's a talented dude, man.
yeah,
He
yeah.
really is. And the guys that work with them, I'm sorry I don't remember y'all name, but at the moment, but shout out to those
Like
guys. They're
y'all
all
just
super
did
talented dudes, man.
didn't y'all just do like a live stream, a live event in the museum playing music and stuff? That was dope.
So they I wasn't able to make that. I was working, but some of the fellas did at the Lim Museum. They did like it was almost to like promote the event that was happening that day. I don't know if you know, but a little before the KMF Fest that day, they were having like a hip hop panel and stuff in the
Oh
museum, talking about like
yeah.
the Wall of Fame and stuff, and it was just dope. So it was just like a whole lot of hip hop stuff going on in between
Oh
the
yeah.
museum and right over with us at the park, and they were involved with it and the whole thing. But yeah, man, as far as KMF, we've in the past 2 years we've done a lot. Like we started going to 2 years easy 2 years ago now. Oh,
Oh
nah, we
yeah.
good. My shit just cut off for a second. But yeah, like easy 2 years ago, we started going to Quad Studios and doing recording sessions. If anybody doesn't know what Quad Studios is, that's the studio where Tupac got shot.
That's funny.
I don't know if it was in the elevator or coming out the elevator, but yeah, if Quad Studios Tupac, like a little the door that we walked through will come up, but it was like shot up at the time or some shit.
That's
But yeah, so it's like a famous studio. I mean, Post Malone, Kid Laroi, like Lil Baby, Dirk, everybody, all of
that's
them,
low.
they all record there. Like, yeah, man, and one of the engineers there, we just like kind of really built a friendship with this dude, RJ Payson, who's like come out. He was actually the guitarist up on stage that they
Oh,
the white
the
the white dude playing guitar. That's RJ Payson. Like he's an engineer at Quad Studios, and we just built a friendship with him. You know, he really just like meshed well with our crew, worked well with us. Like, you know, I'm saying there's like 9-10 of us, and we're just in there 12-hour sessions, drinking, smoking, everybody's writing. It's just a conveyor belt, bro. We was like, one dude gets out the booth, another dude's in, ready with a song, like, you know, and we were doing that for some there was trips where we just drove 4 hours, did 12-hour sessions, and when we drove 4 hours back. So like
yeah, I
just
see you
straight
guys
20
going there weekends and
we used to
weekends.
do trips 20 hours straight like that. We would do weekend trips. Like there's a few times we went out there for maybe like 4 days, 5 days and shit. But other than that, we took a what was it, 13-day trip out to LA. So we went to New York, did a session at Quad. Next morning, took all the bags to the airport, JFK, fly out to LA. When we get to LA, the rental car situation is a mess, bro. We sitting at the bus rental. We sitting outside the bus rental place for a good 2 hours, just waiting to get a rental, bro. It was dumb. So we in Cali, bro. We ended up renting like Airbnb, like 3 different Airbnbs. So like the first one was super sick. It was like this little compound place, like, and the whole purpose of going out there was to shoot videos. We had this dude FNS who shoots music videos and stuff come out with us, and he was shooting videos for everybody, like every day, like 2 videos, 3 videos.
Since you're saying this, does like, KMF have a YouTube or something? People could watch these videos. So
yeah,
they have a collective YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. If you just search KMF, you will definitely be able to find it. Even if you search Tyler Lovett, like one of my videos comes up just straight up
I might have
KMF
a bunch
page.
of the links in the description. I just didn't know.
Most of us, most of us, other
than
having stuff
YouTube
out,
page, is it KMF specifically? Just KMF?
Yeah, KMF. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it might come up KMF Music. But I'm pretty sure like any of the guys, like, though we also have videos out on our, you know, independent YouTube pages, we put stuff out on the collective page as well, just so somebody can go in there and find something from everybody type deal. But in California, we ended up renting a cool first place. The second place we ended up, it was insane, up in like the hidden hills up in the mountains, bro, which is like not far from like Drake area type shit, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like drive through a cloud, like, you know what I'm saying, and you get through the cloud and you just looking down like it's cloudy down there type shit. Man, it was crazy. And the last house we had was Suge Knight's old house, which is crazy because we go to Quad where Tupac got shot and shit. But the last house that was Suge Knight's old house, in the bathrooms, Tupac took him for all this jewelry in that bathtub at that house.
Oh, what? Tupac take a photo with this jewelry on, you said?
Yeah,
bathroom at the house?
In some like bathtub at the house. There was all kinds of jewelry just covering them in a bathtub or some shit. But it was at that house and shit. But yeah, so just it was super dope. We shot a bunch of videos. We flew back to New York City, did one more session at Quad Studios, and then and then drove home. Yeah, and actually that session that the session coming home from LA, we had, bro, 20 people, 15, 20 people from Lynn, like a bunch of different artists. Danny White drive out to New York City and meet us at Quad, and just had a crazy 12-hour session where we had a bunch of people from the city get in the booth, do verses. It was just, you know, a great night. Like, it's just like, that's something we really always been about as a collective. It's just like trying to, you know, it's never just been about us. It's always been about, trying to just push the narrative that like, yo, there's something going on in the city. Like
Yeah.
the talent here is crazy. Like, yo, we used to in high school talk about, man, like there's 4 high schools in Lynn. If there was one, like we would be champions every year. Like it's just dumb. Like we compete against each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? We already good because we always competing against each other. Like
bro,
as
really,
people, like
there's so much talent in this city, whether it's music, sports, there's anything else.
Man.
There's a lot of intelligent people in the city as well. That's the reason why I started this podcast, Dub Vision. I just wanted to get people on to tell what they're doing, help support them in any way I can.
Hell yeah, man.
And definitely at that KMF event downtown, I connected with a lot of people, even a couple of people I didn't know. I'm gonna eventually have Hannah's brother Colin on here. Is that his name?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's a dope dude. He just added me on Facebook.
Yeah.
I told him I would love to have him on.
Colin,
I got a bunch of people lined up. Shout out to him. I've been seeing on Facebook.
He got a few shows coming.
He performed last night.
He's working right now.
Yeah, shout out to him. I mean, I haven't hit him up yet to talk to it. I got a couple people, a bunch of people
shout
lined
out
up.
Hannah, man. Shout out Hannah. I wouldn't know Colin without Hannah. I probably would because he's all over the rap scene. You already know.
But it's crazy how man. Just a small world and just how many people connected to everything everyone's doing.
Because he said the same thing to me. He was like, "Oh, I think I met your buddy Dan." I was like, "Yeah, that's my dog. Like, we go way back. Yeah, bro, we go way back. It's crazy."
We'll probably get to ending this real soon, but I got a couple quick questions I want to ask you. I've been asking people, do you recommend any good books or have any favorites you've read? And what are they?
I'm so glad you asked this question. Written down on my piece of paper over here, I got Audible. I just wrote down Audible because, bro, I'm going fucking Audible crazy. Because I'm not like manga. I'm good at reading because, like, no offense, I'm like a little kid. It's like pictures. I'm watching them fight and shit. So I'm like, dope. I'm watching like Naruto. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but a book, sometimes it makes me kind of tired. Like it's almost like sleep music to me. I just be reading and getting tired of shit.
That's how
the audio book. I like, like the passion somebody can read a book with, and it makes it easier for me to read. So, bro, I've been going audio book.
So is it the person who wrote the book themselves reading it?
So sometimes you get super lucky and it is the person who wrote the book reading it, which is my favorite for sure. But sometimes it's somebody who's paid to do it, who's typically really good at doing it anyways. But yeah, bro, many books. I mean,
can you name some authors you like? I mean, or just motivational people? Because I know you got me into Gary Vee. I know you. I just people who helped out in music.
I just listened to this book called The High Five Habit, which is a sick concept. It's a concept. Yeah, it's about high-fiving yourself in the mirror and how
I like that.
How it triggers your frontal cortex because like it's something you're not used to. You're not used to high-fiving yourself. We're used to high-fiving and giving praise to people. Woohoo, we did something good.
That is dope. That is dope. I like that.
Because if you relate a high-five in your head, like what's a high-five to you? Like
exactly.
It's
like a pat on the shoulder.
It's celebration. Something good. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's actually not a long book and it's a really cool, interesting book. Just The High Five Habit is what it's called. But I've listened to a bunch of books recently. Seth Rogen's book, I think it's called Yearbook. It's super. You would love that shit. It's about Seth Rogen just telling all kinds of stories about his life growing up, like getting famous. And he reads it, so he tells it hilarious. And there's a lot of learning to it as well. But I like David Goggins' book.
Yep, I love David Goggins. I haven't read any of his books, but I watch all of his podcasts.
I just finished Shoe Dog, which is how am I forgetting his name? Phil Knight, which is the guy who started Nike. And like Nike started off being called Blue Ribbon Sports, and a bunch of these bro, the story is crazy. The story behind Nike is crazy. This dude went hard to make Nike what it is today, bro. It's
I'm gonna definitely read that. What was it called?
It's called Shoe Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, and on Audible, you'll Yo, it's dope. Audible is like 10, 12, maybe $15 a month, but every month you get a credit, so you can just get any book for free. And sometimes it'll take me a little while to get through a book. Like some books are 13 hours in the audio, so I listen to like hour or two a day. Sometimes it'll take me a little while to get through one. So one time I let like 3-4 credits built up, because there's free books also. Like if you do the subscription, there's all kinds of stuff that's free anyway. So I'll go through a bunch of free books, and then my shit will build up. I'm like, oh, I'm getting 3 books this month. Bang, blowing through. Yeah. But yeah, man.
I definitely get that. So you said they give you 3 books a month, you said?
You get a free token, and you can get any book. You can get any book on the whole
that
thing.
token?
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I'm a definitely
if you pay for the little subscription. But other than that, there's a bunch of free content.
So listen to this. It's dope that you said Audible, because I was watching some entrepreneurs how they get they think of a topic of a book they want to write, or whether it's a trending topic, and they go on Fiverr and find someone to write them that book. Then they'll post it on Audible and make a revenue off that. Like, you know, some people buying that book. So back in the day, I went on Fiverr and I had someone write me a kid's book about a kid in Linwoods with 2 animals. I still have it. Maybe one day I'll read it on the podcast. I gotta go on my emails and find it. But I never turned it into an Audible book or had someone paid to do it. But it was a little corny, but I'll definitely have to bring it up. It got pictures and everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. But
yeah, man.
My last one I want to ask you too is, you have any good podcasts you listening to? I listened to My First Million. I don't know if you ever listened to them, but
right now, like the podcast I've been listening to heavy right now is sorry about that.
Nah,
my girl just trying to call me. But the podcast I'm listening to heavy right now is the Random Order podcast. It's a funny podcast, bro. They just be shooting the shit, joking, talking real life, relatable shit, just funny stories. But it's just like, yo, like if me and you and one of the homies sat there and was talking, like, yo, what you been up to? Tell stories, just laughing, bro. I really be crying laughing. They actually do it on YouTube with a green screen behind them, where they do all kinds of edits and shit. It's just a funny podcast, bro. They just be having me dying laughing. So like the Random Order podcast is what I would suggest somebody to watch right now. And this one.
Oh yeah, I appreciate
you heard?
Appreciate it. But for those watching and you, I don't know if you heard of the My First Million podcast.
I have. Adam was just telling me about it.
Yeah, and they just did this whole thing where one of them, within like 2 weeks, brought all these entrepreneurs together, and one being Mr. Beast, and he talks about how he just brought them all together. They did this like camping basketball experience where they all stayed at Airbnb and started renting out basketball gyms and playing at these big colleges and shit.
Dope,
what they learn from one another. It's dope, but they bring different entrepreneurs on and talk about how they made their first million in their business. What did they do besides that? Or
I'm a
businesses they're watching, and they do little Shark Weeks too, like episodes where they bring people on and they'll invest into people's shit. It's wicked dope.
That's fire, man.
But yeah, I'll let you go before I do. Don't anything, but let everyone know who you are, where they can follow you, your music, any projects you got coming out. I know you have some dope music I listen to. Those full songs.
So you can check me out on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, everything. It's Tyler Lovett on the music stuff, and I've dropped a project called 21, another one, Purple Green, and my most recent one is Grand Prix Volume 1. They're on all streaming platforms. I got a couple videos out on YouTube. You can find all the guys under KMF. You know, if you search that Instagram, you know what I'm saying, you'll find us on there. And the Instagram is tylerlovett.kmf. Twitter is T from New Park. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be able to
get all those in the link in the description.
I'll make sure you got all that. I'll get some logos to you and all that, man. I just want to thank you for having me, bro. I'm proud of you for starting this and just you know what I'm saying, jumping into this endeavor, bro. You know, I support you. You know,
bro, I appreciate you
having me on.
I appreciate you coming on. I'm definitely gonna have you on in the future. We'll work on some
bro. You know what I'm saying? Well,
and maybe you could talk to
50. Have you on episode 50?
You already claimed that. I got you. Maybe for episode 50, you could have KMF come on one by one and tell their story or something.
Episode
you know
50,
what I'm saying?
bro. We're
We can
gonna be
help
in the
out
room
everyone.
and we're doing the KMF part.
Yeah.
Episode 50, the whole gang. Even if you
I'm
have
with
a
that.
few of them on one by one,
Yeah,
episode 50, I'm bringing the whole gang.
Or even on Zoom.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate you, brother. Fucking
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
the
Thank you
looks
for
are
having me,
coming
bro.
on. You know your family to the end.
Hell yeah,
Day one,
Division
brother.
Podcast.
Hey,
You know the gang.
I just want to let everyone know. This is kind of random, but when I was 11 years old, my house burnt down. I moved to a different part of the city, went to a different part of school. This is the first motherfucker I met right here.
Yeah, bro. First
That's
friend,
why I had to
6th
be
grade,
in this top 5.
Auditorium shit, bro.
Yeah. I appreciate
for
you,
real. You my
dog.
dog.
Real shit. Keep moving forward, everyone.
Thanks for having
All
me,
this
man.
music shit.